Good morning. Welcome to Yoga by Beka. I am Beka. I'm an older 48-year-old woman that likes to do yoga in my living room, and I love to teach it as well. So if you'd like to do yoga with me, let's get on our mats. And you can sit in a hero's pose where you're sitting on your heels. And just take a few moments to breathe in and out, to bring awareness from your mind back into your physical body. Then slowly lean forward, placing your head on the ground and your hands back by your feet into child's pose. Just staying here, relaxing, breathing deeply in and out, relaxing every muscle in your body. Slowly rock left and right. Grab your arms behind you and pull them up overhead, giving your shoulders a nice deep stretch. Then slowly release the hands back down again. Taking inventory of how you feel. Slowly extend your hands out in front of you and kind of tint your fingers to create tension along the arms to get them to become more stretched out. Slowly rock and peep under your left armpit, then your right. Walk your hands slowly over to the left side, keeping your hips squared off and in a seated position so that you get a deep stretch along the right side body. Then slowly walk your hands back over to the right side, keeping your hips down and squared off so you feel a nice lengthening along the left side body. Walk your hands back into the center of the mat and then release them back by your feet, regaining your child's pose asana. Take this time to quiet your mind. Focus on the air that's being breathed into your nostrils. Let the air travel all the way down to your tailbone and then exhale all the air out slowly. Extend your arms out to the sides. Then move them up in front of you. And then slowly pull your hips up and set your heart down on the mat in front of you. Then slowly extend your legs out. Pull your chest up into Cobra and then slowly release back down. Now on the breath, put your hands beside you and inhale and pull the chest up and shoulders back. Exhale, unraveling your body down to the mat. Inhale, pull up the chest. Exhale, release back down to the mat. Inhale, look up, pulling up the chest. And then exhale, lowering the shoulders down and back and lowering the chest back to the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest again into Cobra. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, rise up again into Cobra, using your back muscles. Make the mind-body connection by envisioning the muscles as you're using them and targeting them. Slowly place your hands down beside your sides. Take your right hand and reach behind you and grab the right ankle of your right foot, pulling it in towards your buttocks and your hip bone. Grab your foot with both hands if you'd like. And then push your ankle against your hands like you're trying to push it away, inadvertently pulling your chest up off of the mat. Slowly release back down and release the foot to meet the mat at the bottom. Now slowly pull your left foot up to your hip with your left arm, getting a nice quad stretch. Then apply pressure from your foot, kicking it out against your hand, creating some tension. Grab your foot with both hands and pull up your chest by using your foot to pull up and against the hands. Stretching out all of the muscles in your abdomen. Getting a nice quad stretch. Now lower down and slowly release. Put your hands back by your rib cage on either side. Tend to your toes. Then slowly reach back and grab both feet, pulling them in to you, lifting up the chest into bow position. Try to pull your chest off of the mat as much as possible. Flex your feet or point, whatever works best for you, to come into this asana. Slowly release, lowering your feet down, putting your hands on the mat and sliding them forward into Sphinx pose. Your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Just breathe in and out. Lower back down, push yourself up into a tabletop position, and then lower your hips even further back to sit on your heels, extending the arms out in front of you back into child's pose. Breathe deeply in and out, relaxing every muscle along your back. Slowly pull your knees up off the mat. Get into tabletop position, but with your knees hovering above the mat, using your abdominals. And then slowly straighten the knees while lifting the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Curl forward, letting the knees come down back into tabletop. But again, just sort of let the knees hover a little above the mat. Then when ready, transition to your downward facing dog again. Find a rhythm on your breath where you lower yourself back down into that altered tabletop pose and then to downward facing dog. Catch a wave forward like a wave crashing into the beach. And then exhale and push your hips up and back like the tide going back out again. Widen your feet slightly, creating more space. And then catch a wave and uncurl your body into plank position. Tuck the chin and curl your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Catch a wave, breathe in and uncurl forward, catching a wave into plank, and then let the waves roll back out to the ocean by bringing your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, plank. Hold. Relaxing into the pose. Take your right big toe and place it by your right pinky. Take your left foot and step it through, and then arch your back and put your right hand up and over in the air into Wild Thing. Transfer back into your downward facing dog, and then step that right knee up and through and lay the knee down by your right hand into pigeon pose. Slowly, when ready, lift the hips up and back, straightening that front knee, and you'll find a deep sensation along the outside of your legs. Lower back down, then breathe in, lift up, straightening that front leg. Exhale, lower back down to pigeon pose. Extend your left arm back to catch your left foot as you kick it up towards your hips. Lift your chest up high with your heart center facing the wall. Breathe deeply in and out. Slowly release your back leg to lay back flat against the ground again. Lift the chest up high. Breathe in. Lifting the chest up, and then exhale, lower the chest over your leg. Breathe deeply in and deeply out, feeling a deep stretch within your buttocks. Take your hands and just extend them, then bend the elbows and let your hands fall back on your shoulders to rest. Giving a nice stretch along the backs of your upper arms, that area that always becomes problematic for us older women. But just stay here and breathe deeply in and breathe deeply out. Focusing on the sensation of air as it whizzes up and through your nostrils, deep into the chest, expanding all of the air sacs in your lungs. And then exhale slow and deeply. If you feel any discomfort as you stay in this pose for a longer amount of time, retreat back into that thought pattern of just focusing on the breathing. Breathe deeper air in to soothe any awkward feelings in your muscles. Exhale deeply. Inhale, knowing that we can do hard things for long periods of time. Exhale, divine acceptance and gratitude for your beautiful body. Inhale lots of nurturing oxygen to supply to your body. Exhale best wishes for the day. Slowly walk your torso back into being upright. Pick up that right knee and put it back in the back with the other as you lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. You can stay here in stillness, or you can pedal out your feet as your right hip and leg and buttocks are going to feel the after effects of holding that pose for so long. Just have grace and gentleness for your progress. Breathe in and out. And think about pushing your chest a little closer to the tops of your thighs in this downward facing dog. Now let's do the other side. Take your left foot and cross it behind the right with your left big toe by your right pinky toe. Then step your right foot through, arch your back, throw your head back and your arm up into Wild Thing. Then return back into that awkward downward facing dog with your left leg behind the right. Now pull your left leg up and through the center and lay your left knee down by your left hand. Looking up, being in pigeon pose. Just settle in. Pigeon pose. Then when ready, breathe in and lift the hips up with the aid of your arms, pushing yourself up, and straighten that front knee. You'll feel a deep stretching sensation along the IT band of your leg. So you'll feel this on the outside of your leg. It can be a difficult area to stretch, so taking this time out to stretch in this way is really going to safeguard you from future injuries and help increase your mobility and the length of time that you'll be mobile in life. Breathe in, lift up, straighten that front knee. Exhale, lower the knee back down into pigeon pose. Take your right hand, reach back and catch your right foot in your hand, pulling your ankle closer to your right hip. Reach back with your left hand as well and grab your foot with both hands, pulling it in deeper and closer to your buttocks. Then slowly release. Look up, chest up, and then slowly melt down over that front left leg. Relaxing your head down on the mat and then pulling your hands up and overhead, letting them rest gently behind your neck as you settle in to hold this pose for a long amount of time. Breathing in deepness and lots of loving air to your left buttock and left hip. Exhale all the love and good intentions that you hold within yourself. Inhale, grace and caring. Exhale, all of the luck of the world. Empty your mind and focus on the sensation of air passing up and through your nostrils, filling your belly and lungs and body of pure oxygen. Exhale anything that does not serve you anymore and all of the love that you feel for others. Exhale anything negative, but also positive well wishes. Inhale all the goodness and self-love, and exhale. Completely relax every muscle in your body. What parts of your body feel tight? Once you've envisioned and are noticing, just breathe deeper and send that love and oxygen to that area. Then exhale fully, having grace and patience for yourself through your yoga journey progress. Take your hands and walk them back up towards your torso to lift your chest up with the aid of your hands, going slowly and deliberately. Step your left foot to meet the right at the back of the mat with your hips up and lifted into downward facing dog. Notice the after effects of staying in the pose for such a long time on your left side, your left leg, hips, and buttocks. Take your dog for a walk and then slowly walk your hands up to the front of the mat walk your feet up to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Into forward fold, then bend your knees generously and then slowly bend yourself to where you are seated down on the mat. Widen your knees and let your feet touch in the middle into butterfly pose and flap your butterfly wings. Just easing and lubricating those joints in your hip area, keeping them healthy and supple. Breathe deeply in and then slowly hinging from your hips, lower your heart over top of your feet. Feeling an intense sensation in the corners of your legs where your hips are. Breathe deeply in and out. And then slowly flap your butterfly wings while leaned over. Just slight little movements. Breathe in and exhale, relaxing. Sway your shoulders first a little to the left, then a little to the right, exploring the space. Lift up slightly. And then take your hands and push your knees down even a little bit deeper to achieve even a deeper stretch. Pull your torso up into an upright position and let's do some nourishing neck rolls. First to the left, then the right, and then flutter your butterfly wings continuously a little bit longer. Then when ready, extend them out a little bit more to make more space for your chest. Lean over, breathing relaxation in, exhaling. Walk your hands back up to center to lift your torso back up. Pull your knees together so that they're touching. Slowly let your knees fall to the left, then to the right on the rhythm of your breath. Left, right. Just windshield wipering your knees. Sit up straight and tall and then slowly lower your back down vertebra by vertebra until your back is flush with the mat. Pick up your knees and hug them into your body and sway slightly left and right. Giving yourself a nourishing hug, a supportive hug. This should feel really good along your lower back and your shoulders. Just really relaxing. Slowly release and lay your arms out and your legs out into Shavasana. Relax and completely give up all power over your body. I love to take this time to take up space. I fling my hands and arms out and just relax. If my cat would let me. If you find your mind drifts or is distracted, just bring your attention and focus back to your breath. use this time to just yoke your mind and body together. Make your mind as still and empty as possible, washing away any thoughts of yesterday, any worries of today. Just be fully present and aware of just this moment right now. There are no problems. There's no grief, no joy, no ups, no downs. Just simply exist. Slowly curl yourself into a ball. Roll yourself up into a seated position. And if you'd like to continue to do some more traditional meditation, as I like to do, this is a perfect time and space to take advantage of it before the day starts. Thank you so much for watching my yoga video and following along, I hope. If you found that this was helpful, I hope you'll drop me a comment or at least just say hi. And I wish you as much love and luck as possible. Normally I would be meditating, but I do have a needy kitty this morning. She likes to be involved and she's sort of needing some extra playtime with mommy today. Remember to set your intention on being happy today. You can create it all within your mind and heart. Treat yourself well. I'm going to do one last pose, which is an inverted tabletop because my shoulders are so sore. I think I overdid it the other day, but anyway, have a great day.